eternity later. I want my pickle back.
Wanna change your booties now, are you? Wanna change your booties now, are you? Yarr, I need a shit. You young belly suckers, just follow me. Just follow me. It's time for the king to walk with the flag. It's time for the king to walk with the flag. Ardour, get down! Get down, I say!
Hey! It's Unfa, and you're watching another monthly Oh, whoa, I'm so freaking loud. Alright, that's the mic settings I'm going for. Can you hear me now? Yeah, it's the usual stuff. I always forget to unmute it. Because OBS doesn't do it I did automatically when I switch scenes, and I wish it would. Yeah, first there was no sound, then was too much sound. Now it should be good. Welcome to another monthly live stream. How's the self-isolation going? Good? I'm working remotely. I hope you guys are fine. Today, caffeine in a different form. Also with lots of sugar, but with some acid added. Can you make the Reese base with the News infusion? The self-oscillation is going good. Yeah, good. Self-oscillation is a good thing in these times. Actually, in any times. Being locked in a studio isn't that bad. So yes. Okay, we have some very cool music submissions today. I've been listening to them. Unfortunately, there were many, and I had to reject quite a few to be, and still I'm over the 30-minute mark that I want to give to this segment. But well, whatever. I've compiled Ardour 6. It's the 6.0 pre-1, which is no longer showing a warning that this is unstable, don't use it for production. So I can consider it stable-ish, I guess. They said they think this is no worse than Ardour 5.12 at this point, which is perfectly usable in most cases, not in all, unfortunately. Ksawery Treningowski says, I'm happy that the internet is still working. Yeah, I was... I had a little message on YouTube saying live streaming is not available at this moment. Try again later. And I was like, retry. No. Finally, it went away. I was afraid I'm not going to be able to stream today at all. Alrighty. The first thing I want to do is show you the T-shirt. Have you seen this yet? Maybe you haven't. Yay. You can print your own. I've put the SVG design on GitHub, or you can order one from Teespring. But I just made them as cheap as possible, so I make $1 on the one sale there. I don't do it for the money. I just want people to have cool T-shirts. Okay, I want to play you a track like we usually do. I started by playing you a track I've been working on recently. Let me just... Oh, that's the thing. Okay. Alrighty, can you see all the stuff? You can. So this is a track called Stop the Panic, and it's mainly made with Vital, so I can't show you the user interface because it's not out yet, but it's getting better and it's getting really cool. However, this is the first time I load in this session in Ardour 6 because I made the track with Ardour 5.12. So a few things are not working perfectly. A few patches are a bit different, but like 98% of the stuff sounds like it should. At least I hope so. So I hope you'll enjoy this little track. 3, 2, 1, go.
Stay home. COVID-19. This makes me sick. Stay home. COVID-19.
So that's it. Sorry, I've seen that the music was a bit too loud. Yeah, it was going all the way up to like the release level, because this is basically the version that went to SoundCloud. I was making a video for that, but I didn't actually have time to finish it, so it wasn't published on YouTube yet. And I was like hitting, I don't know, negative 12 LUFS with this track. I think like something like that. Usually I go for more dynamics, but it didn't feel like I'm losing anything in this one. It was a lot of fun. The drums are mostly done with Geon kick. Actually, I think I'm mixing Geon kick and Vital in this kick. The snare is pure Geon kick. Whoa! No, the snare is pure Vital. The kick is in part Geon kick. If I can play it. Oh, it's a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. I almost did the very, very bad thing of showing Vital's user interface. I misclicked. Okay, let's close the session before I do that. That moment will be screenshotted. Oh yeah, and taken apart. And Vital is coming along nicely, but I can't show you it. Show it to you yet. I really wish I could, because it's so cool. But we'll have to wait for that. So that's Stop the Panic. I hope you'll enjoy that. You've enjoyed that track. Maybe I'm gonna save this as a different version. Snapshot and switch to new version. Yay. It's gonna call this 03. Possibly the album version is gonna be a little bit different from the one I released as a single. I'm gonna maybe improve a bit things a little bit. Is it closing now? I think it is closing. Yay, it's closed. Alrighty, let's make some music from scratch. I've recently recorded a video about TAL Noisemaker. You may not, maybe you don't know what's that? It's a very cool synthesizer. All the shortcuts I knew from Ardour 5.12 are not working in Ardour 6. At least the majority of them. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it just hung. Okay, that's the thing. Well, let's kill it then. All right, let's try it again. Yeah, I had a little bit of an emergency, and I've been editing this video about setting up Manjaro for audio work, and at some point all the video editors stopped working. Like it was crashing, or actually it was just freezing all the time. And what I had to do was roll back my system to February, and then it became stable and usable again. But now I'm on this system, and it's not up to date at all. But I didn't want to update it because it would then break again with the video editing, and I have to make some videos. So things are a bit sketchy. Well, alrighty, let's find Noisemaker. Oh, there it is. Let's give ourselves maybe 8 tracks of that. I think that's going to be enough. Do you have you tried TAL mod? I just bought it a month ago. Kimota Music asks. I've seen it on their website, though it's not open source, so I'm not gonna bother. I mean, there's so much open source stuff going on. I feel like it's my duty to focus on that and leave the proprietary stuff to other people. There's already so many channels on YouTube talking about music production using proprietary software. We really don't need another one. Alrighty, let's think about some tempo. Do you have any ideas for what kind of music we should make? Maybe 150. Let's make a kick. Let's see if I can use my MIDI keyboard. Doesn't really want to work. Yeah, it doesn't want to work. Let's see if I can fix that in Cadence. Let's restart the Elsa MIDI jack bridge, and no, it doesn't work. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, I recently had this problem. I don't really know what's going on. Music for trailer, trailer or a thriller. Your audio session is much louder than your voice. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna turn down the session audio then. Can you hear me now? Is the volume of the session good in comparison to my voice now? My voice is too low still. Oh dear. Let's boost the mics by 3 decibels. And I hope we're gonna be good now. And let's tame the session audio by another few decibels. And now... Can you hear me now? Alrighty, I think this is gonna be a bit better. Yay, cool. By the way, recently I discovered you can hold Control and drag a note in the piano roll to replicate it. It was so obvious because in Ardour you can drag regions around to duplicate them, but I didn't think that it's also possible with notes. Also, I'm gonna check one thing because MIDI region copies are independent. Yes, okay, that's good. I hate when that's turned off. And it is turned off by default. Oh, this is gonna be way too dense. No, it's gonna be too sparse. Let's use time shifting to... Wow, it finally isn't broken like it was all the time for the past 3 years. When you would shrink something, it would extend the length of the MIDI region and would have to cut it again. All right, let's make a kick. Let's make it thumpy. Thumpy. So I'm gonna make this stay on top because it doesn't by default, and because of KDE. I'm gonna make auto return active, so at any point I can just press space twice and play the kick, whatever it is at the moment. Make a reverse bass kick. Oh, we can do that. Alrighty. Excuse me. That video I'm going to publish about TAL Noisemaker is going to give you the whole introduction to the synthesizer, what the user interface does, what are the features, what you can do. I'm going to actually explain like every single part of it, but it's not edited yet. So in this live stream, I'm not going to explain everything because it would take like the hour of our live stream, and we wouldn't make any music because there would be no more time left. So I'm just gonna go through it, and if you don't know what's going on, just hang on and make sure you watch the TAL Noisemaker video I'm gonna release hopefully next week. and that'll make up for you. Okay, let's maybe use oscillator 2 because it's the only one that has a sine option. Okay, that's a sine wave. Good. Now we need to control the pitch of that, but maybe first let's change the amplitude envelope so it's a percussive one. And that's a bit short. Ah, no, this is not the one. This is the one. Okay, it's also a bit too high. Still too high. Let's tune the oscillator to another octave down. That's better. But we could try and make it even lower. 2 octaves down. All right. Let's also make it louder. Okay, I guess that's going to be too loud, maybe. Hey, Combustible Lemonade is here. Hi. Alrighty, now we have the bass for our kick, but we need to actually change the pitch. So I'm gonna first use this envelope editor, switch it to one shot so it's not repeating, and now we can make an envelope like that. And I'm gonna assign it to oscillator 2 pitch. And now we have to raise the amount from 0. Okay, that's a bit better. Seems to be too slow. Let's move it to ×8. Okay, ×32. I think it's too fast now. I miss a very a distinct click at the top, so I can use another envelope generator. This one here. These are 2 distinct envelope generators. This one is the amplitude envelope, and this is just a separate amplitude generator, envelope generator, which is really simple. It just has N, A, and D parameters. So I'm going to assign it to oscillator 2 and route it there. And well, it's a hefty click. How about longer? All right. I think that's a really meaty kick. I think what we could do is give ourselves some frequency. Let's see if I have this. Oh yeah, high resolution. So let's insert it. Maybe I can put it here. Yeah. That is snappy. We can also, yeah, I think that's our kick. Or maybe it's a little bit too snappy. I'm gonna. Okay, I think that's good. This is the kick. It's a basic one, but it works. Let's make a bass. Okay, I've just copied the kick pattern. I'm gonna now offset it by an 1/8 note. Super simple, like that. And I'm gonna close this kick patch and open another one. So let's open this. Let's make sure this high Sam plugin is also staying on top. And this as well. Maybe I'm gonna do this. That's why you can see everything, and I also can see more. Yeah, there's a face in this analyzer plugin. It's a bit weird. I wish it wouldn't put that there because it's a bit like breaking the stylistic because it's looking nice, but this face doesn't match. Let's make this a sawtooth wave. Let's push it down 1 octave. And use this marvelous filter we have here. We could maybe use this amplitude envelope that is for the filter. How about a sine wave sub-oscillator just helping us thicken the lows? Maybe one octave down. That's a bit weird and muddy. Let's keep it the same octave. Okay, so we're reinforcing the fundamental. How about some attack for the filter envelope, Lifeline says. We could do that. It's starting to sound completely different, like it's like going the other way. We can also enable some chorus effects, which are like pre-programmed. Mr. Ozio, yes. I don't have a flat Eric puppet to dance around to this, sorry. Okay, maybe the chorus effects are not the best thing for this. But we can also enable filter drive. And I like it, though it's kind of removing the high frequency, so I'm going to add an EQ. Add an EQ. It's kind of sounding nasal. Let's low pass it. High pass it. Now, I'm gonna try and like play around with some effects. Maybe use Wolf Shaper and do something really stupid like this. And now, just make it. Okay. How about a little bit of reverb? And of course, Dragonfly reverb. It's gonna be the best. I'm gonna listen to all the... and high pass it. Maybe even... Now if we hardly compress this, it's gonna sound interesting, I guess. We can use... actually, I found it. There's a really cool plugin, X42 compressor. So we need the stereo variant. And, well, good thing is that it has this nice inline display. And also, it's like, it makes it super simple to use because when you move the ratio, it automatically adjusts the threshold for you. Or like, or rather, makeup gain. So usually you would turn up the ratio and then also turn up the makeup gain. But it's like automatically maintaining the same overall volume, but it's reducing the dynamics, which is really cool, I think. I don't know if I can change the actual... I can make it huge. And also I like it how this kind of... there's some motion blur, like... I'm gonna make this way shorter. I know what we need. We need a freaking sidechain compression. But this one doesn't support sidechain. It's a pretty simple compressor. So we're gonna use the A-compressor stereo, which is a Ardour stock compressor. And you might see it looks a little bit different in this Ardour 6 edition, as one might say. Let's assign the kick to sidechain input. It already has the sidechain as like enabled and assigned, which is like nice. Let's enable the sidechaining. Yeah, I think we could maybe turn down the... Now we can compare without and with. So without, so we're on bypass. Oh yeah, but the makeup is a bit too loud. Pizza loving nerd says hello. Hello, pizza loving nerd. I love pizza too. Rob Vandenberg says that kick is rather clicky, no? Yeah, it is. And that's by design. I want some clicky kick. Kicky click. How about squeezing in 2 notes here? Alrighty, let's duplicate this and see how it is. Oh yeah. Not a big fan of salami. Pepperoni is better. Lol. Mushrooms, olives, and chives. Pizza, pizza pie. Okay, don't want to be flagged for copyright infringement. I think we could use some, maybe a separate sub bass that would give us a bit more control. So I'm going to duplicate this track. I'm going to copy the playlist, make it after the selection, so it's not inserted on the bottom of this whole thing, and I'm going to call this bass sub. And now I'm going to go here and use a... no, I need to find it in the... So there's a high pass, low pass, a high low pass filter. Oh yeah, that's great. Let's use that. And by default, it high passes everything below 100 Hertz. So I'm going to mute that. Okay, that's good. And now I'm going to go for our sub, solo it, disable all the weird things, and just make this the sine wave, and also disable the filter. Make this, okay. So there's just the sine wave. It's still pretty clicky. Maybe this is why. Maybe low pass it. But now we have, you know, separate bass and sub bass, and we can, for example, introduce. We can make like an intro from this, and then just mute the sub, and then we like use some white noise to build it up, and then we drop in the real deal. Maybe that's the idea for the whole thing. Let's maybe make a riser. Okay, let's use noise then, and use a bandpass filter, I guess. And let's make this for like 2 bars. Okay. Okay, make it stay on top, please. Okay, we don't want the sub oscillator for this. And the filter, we need a long ass attack. Longer. And we should start lower. We could also make it resonant and add some filter drive for fun. Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, it's painful as hell, but I'm gonna just turn down the volume and add similar amount of attack to the amplitude envelope. And now Also, if I add these two chorus effects and some reverb, we should have some... Yay, that could be fun. I guess let's maybe end it right before the last note and also omit the last kick. So it's gonna all sound like... Okay, you know what? Let's actually duplicate this one more time. And I'm just gonna delete this sub bass so we're not confused. There's still this bug that if you duplicate a muted MIDI region, it gets unmuted. You need to be careful. These should be muted, but they are not. It's this big room house already. Hope not. We could also add some awesome sidechain compression so our riser ducks to the kick. But for that matter, we need to reassign that because the assignments are not copied when you copy a plugin. Yay! Now we need to speed up the kick for a while. That's a little bit uninspired, I would say. Let's make a snare, you know? We need a snare for this track. Of course we do. Let's maybe just remove every other kick note and we have a snare pattern. All right. All right. Let's loop over that maybe. Oh yeah, maybe let's just solo it. Actually, I could copy the kick. It's going to be easier for us to transform the kick into a snare and faster than to make it from scratch. So this is our kick. Let's tune it up. We want to peak around 200 something hertz. That should be good. And let's use the filter as a high pass. Maybe you could use the state variable high pass. Oh. I'm tuning the filter. I think that's about right. Let's reduce the resonance. It's really painfully. Make it longer. So I'm gonna use this percussive envelope here. Oh yeah, right. We don't have much other stuff to use. Or we could use this one and use it for oscillator. Oh, we can't actually change the pitch of the volume of the oscillators. Okay, so the noise has to go right in the same level of the oscillator. Hello? Whoa, snap. Oh, that's a lot of snare. Let's make this stay on top. And let's make the noise quieter. Okay, that's pretty fine. Oh, that distortion does some nice stuff to this. You can also add the vintage noise to our oscillator. All right, are we back? Can you hear me again? Hello. Let me know. I'm watching the chat. hoping we are back online. Okay, seems like yes, we are, I think. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was OBS, an OBS bug, because everything went to hell. I had to kill all Ardour instances and everything. But I saved before that, so no worries. So we should be up and running in no time. Greetings from Venezuela, Unfa. Thanks for your time. Thanks for coming. Greetings from Warsaw. Alrighty. Let's see if you can hear me. Let's just play it and see. Nope, of course not. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, no sound from this thing. Live debugging. Wee! Don't we love it all when things go to shambles? All right, I was just soloing the snare. Now you can hear the whole stuff. Woo! All right, we're back. That was not fun. All right, let's see. What was it making? I was making the snare, yeah. And I was EQing the snare. And I said I want to add some reverb and gate that reverb. That's weird. I think I need much less reverb for this. This is a very weird, high-pitched tone. All right. You know what? We could do it the right way, and that is to create a audio bus. Let's make it stereo. Let's make it snare reverb. Let's call it snare reverb. Could be after selection. And I'm going to move this reverb here. I'm going to make it all wet. And I'm going to add a gate or a sidechain gate. Calf sidechain gate does the job. And here I can assign the snare itself as a source for the gate. Enable the sidechain input. Because I should make this solo safe. No, solo isolate. Okay. Oh, I'm not sending the snare sound to the bus at all. That's why there's nothing. Yeah, you can press Alt, Shift, and click, and it's gonna set this fader to 0. It's a nice tip. Holy snap, that's bad. But it works. Let's use an EQ, and we first turn it down. And identify this weird peak. Oh yeah, this is it. I don't like this at all. Even let's add another one. We can compensate with adding some highs. Also, I don't really want to have the lower body parts in the reverb. Lower body parts, that sounds weird. Let's move the sidechain here and let's see how the sidechaining works. Let's make it like attenuate all the way down. Alright, it's kind of working. Yeah, you see, without this sidechain gate, we get this long tail. But with it, we get this short tail. And our snare is snappy. Snappy snare. Also, we need a hi-hat, and we need it bad. Let's make a hi-hat then. Gonna move it up, maybe about the snare, so we have like a nice view on our drum pattern. Let's make something like this first and see what that does. Ha! Sounds terrible. As expected. Whoa! Okay, let's make it stay above others. And also I'm going to open this spectrum analyzer plugin so we can see our hi-hat's frequency response. How about having a long tail on the fourth snare? We could do that. Yeah, let's do this first because I'm gonna forget otherwise. We could rework the snare. Oh! Pressed the wrong key. We could have longer decay and just shorten our notes. Would that work? Not necessarily in this manner. Oh, that's too short now. Okay, but if we shorten the other notes now to 16ths. Okay, we need to go lower. 164, 132. What the hell? Are you snapping what I'm snapping? Okay, I guess that's that. We can add a little bit of release so it's not so abruptly cut when this short note. It's still pretty abruptly cut. All right. What do you think about this alternative snare? Let's duplicate it all the way so we have it working and... And I want to make a... Nice. Noize. I'm enjoying this. Let's save this. How reverb sounds. Oh, we can't know unless we... Yeah. Also, we could emphasize our sweet, sweet snare body. That's the best thing. Nope. Not as much. We can also dip a little bit before it. This is... I think some engineers said this is a secret sauce of EQing, that you boost something and you dip right before it. There was some more context to this, but that's what I remember. I like that. I see like 100 presets, but where do we put more presets? More presets of what? You need presets. You have presets. Noisemaker comes with a lot of presets. I think that you're not talking about this one. So, alrighty. Let's make this hi-hat because it's waiting for the patch. Okay, we will need high noise, but maybe not noise. Maybe let's use a pulse wave and a saw wave, because TAL Noisemaker can do some interesting things like frequency modulation, Maybe that can be useful for our hi-hat making endeavors, in our hi-hat making endeavors. Also, I didn't set this thing to be on top. I think I didn't. Or I must have closed it. Silly me. Where's the hi-hat track? There it is. Ah, so much stuff to put on the screen. Okay, the maximum FM power. Let's use this filter as high pass. Oh, there's only 12 decibel high pass. Interesting. Let's make the envelope, amplitude envelope, percussive. The fun thing is the FM oscillator, the FM modulation doesn't really take into account the waveform of this oscillator 1. It just treats it as a sine wave for the sake of frequency modulation. And we can also use the first oscillator, which is doing this, and ring modulate it with this. If it would fucking... Sorry. And it gives us a pretty cool noisy result, but it's not as noisy as it could be, and I like that. If that makes sense. I'm gonna also assign this thing to oscillator to pitch, maybe? And I want to give it a little bit of a click. Maybe you can assign this to volume and make it one shot, make it like play really fast and like add a spike. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, it's like it's subtractive. I thought it's gonna be additive. All right, I think I like that. It's pretty cool. Let's now use an EQ to make sure we have no trashy low pass, trashy low frequencies, and maybe see if there's something particularly nasty here. Yeah, I think that's a bit easier on the ears now. Lifeline says, unfa sweared. Sigh. Yeah, sorry. I need to blow my nose, so I'm gonna mute myself for a while. Right, I'm back. So that's our hi-hat. I'm gonna use Dragonfly reverb to give it a bit more space. Maybe before the reverb, before the EQ. Okay, let's see how it works with the rest of the instruments we have here. Oh, what the hell? Have we high-passed like everything? Oh yeah, we put this on the master. Sure, not on the hi-hat. There it is. There you go, now it should be good. Maybe let's listen from this part. Tush, tush. I know what we can do. We can add a very, very cliche snare hit right before this thing. Like this, it's called Prida snare in some parts of the universe. Oh snap! That sounds bad. What? Oh, it's not on time. That's why. Oh no, that's really bad still. I'm not very fond of that. I don't think it works in this context. Maybe it would be better if we just added more of that. And go to 11. Like this. No, that sucks. Oh, that sparks. The snare is definitely too much in this mix. And I'm lacking high frequencies on it, though. Let's maybe make this deeper. Oh yeah, that's a bit better. Or maybe I'm going a bit overboard. I think it's working. So musically this is dead inside, so we should do something interesting and maybe make a lead, or maybe vary this bass line so we have actually a chord progression, not just one note. Actually one note and a half step up from that. Mijay asks, unfa, isn't the sound pumping a bit too much with the kick? Well, I personally like this in this context. I wouldn't do that in every track. But right here, I think it's pretty decent. Oh, also, our sub bass is not being sidechained, just noticed. I need to assign it. Let's do it. Cool. And now I need to put the EQ after the compressor so we... Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know if this rhythm is gonna work at all. Let's copy this to the sub bass and see what it sounds like. Alrighty, that's something. That's some variation already. It's not so totally, completely plain and boring. Let's maybe make all this drop and call that intro. Ah! Oh, what the hell? Why can't I move this past the playhead? Something's bugged here. Yeah, something's definitely bugged here. I can't. Okay, let's do this and press tilde. No, the back. Enter. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do it that way. Oh no, it's okay. No, this works well. Weird. Weird. Maybe we could try and make this hi-hat also vary in length, depending on how long we hold the note. So let's make this stay on top. Oh, that's weird. What? Huh. Also, we shouldn't have I should use like make all the notes same pitch. So I'm going to do right click, transform, set note number to this note to the exactly what is this note? Okay, I don't know. 50. Okay, it's a bit too low. Whatever. Let's go to C4. Make these notes shorter. Okay, that's better. Let's give it a little bit of release. A bit more. Okay, nice. What is this doing? Is it doing anything? Oh, it's doing the oscillator 1, 2, oscillator 2 pitch. Okay. Somehow we messed up the rhythm. Okay, I think that's cool. Shamba bum. All right. Combustible Lemonade just wrote, you shifted them off beat. Oh yeah, I just fixed that. Thanks. Bruno DSL says, MIDI writing in Ardour for me consists of about 10 swear words for every bar of MIDI. Lifeline says, this bops. Do you mean it bounces? It makes you want to dance? I don't know what bops mean. We need a lead instrument for this. No. I'm gonna close this one and this one, so I have more room to work on the melody. It's a bit difficult to do that when you don't see much. Bop, bop. Constantly doing stuff I didn't intend because this it's a bit different in Ardour 6 than it was in Ardour 5. Bop, bop. Ba 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 ba. I want to change this patch. It's hard for me to hear the melody. Oh, that's exactly wrong. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, weird. Bop, 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 bop. It's something wrong with my grid, or I'm just drunk. Da 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 da. Oh, that's fun. It's not what I meant, but it's fun. I'm just gonna transpose the whole thing. Well, 2 octaves up. Let's make it 1 first. Oh yeah, I have a melody in my head. Yeah, but that's the notes, but not the melody, not the rhythm. Ba-da. Ba-da. Ba. 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 I think it's something like this. Ba-da. Ba. I think I need to play this. Ba-da. Ba. Ba-da. Ba. I think the grid is less readable in this version of Ardour. Like, I don't have the... I don't see the bar, like, beat. I don't see the beats when I'm zoomed in like that. I would require, like, the beat lines to be slightly different. I don't see where I am in the bar. Let's go like that. Da-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, maybe. Ba-da-da-ba. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba. Ba-ba. Huh, it's offbeat. But this is actually pretty cool. How about pushing it there? That's really cool here. I think I want to give it some legato. Monophonic. Am I? Huh. Okay, so this is just still very slow. Okay, that could be it. Not complaining. That sounds nice. I think we should duck this lead a little bit to the drums, not too much because that would impede our ability to actually hear the melody, and that'd be good. That would be bad. So I am going to... Oh, these are some presets. Nice, interesting. I made some presets. I never made presets. I usually just do stuff from scratch every time, but actually I started making presets when doing this for... Okay, I want to make sure I know what actually is this doing. Okay. I would like to be able to add some vibrato to this. And of course reverb, because and delay. We have some delay. We also have digital bit crushing. Which sounds a bit like PWM. Ah! Get back here. Now let's give it a vintage noise. A high pass. Do we have any special filters? We have the notch filter. That could be fun if we added an LFO to that. Let's sync it to the tempo of the track and make it quarter note and activate it. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's too fast. How about this? Okay, seems alright, but I want to see what it has, what it does. Can't really see this notch filter on the spectrum there. come a notch filter is going to be resonant and well, okay. All right. Now what I want to do is use the other LFO to control the pitch of oscillator 1. And I would like to control the amount of this LFO with... We can control the cutoff of the pitch wheel or the pitch with the pitch wheel. Cutoff doesn't give us much. I don't think there's like a built-in option to control vibrato. But if we do this automation thingy, should be good. Which one is it? Okay, lead. Let's see. Noisemaker. This is LFO 1. LFO 1. Sync. Oh no, that's... What? LFO 1 waveform, LFO 1 rate, LFO 1 amount. Yes. Let's make it... Let's switch it to right. So it's going to just store the current value on the automation lane. Also, I'm going to go to preferences and make sure I have a very interesting option, very useful option. Yeah, ignore y-axis click position when adding new automation points. This is very useful because now when I click somewhere, it puts the point on the same value. So I can just shift and drag it. Okay, so 0.58 is about the right amount. If I like go to 0. Whoa, no, I just wanted to move one of these points. Ah! What? Why it grabs 2? I just want 1. Maybe I'm disabled snapping. No, it always grabs 2 points. That's... Oh, now it's 1. Okay. Let's edit, put 0.5 here. Whoa, 0.5 is here? No way. 0.5. Okay, I think I should use the full stop instead of the comma, or the comma instead of the full stop. 0.5. Okay, that's the one. Now I can... Oh dear. And that's super finicky. I don't like that at all. Ah! Why doesn't it understand that a point is a decimal point just like comma is, only in different countries, and it shouldn't differentiate between that? Now we have the touch. Let's make this the... Let's try and... Okay, it works. We have control over vibrato. We just need to manually type in 0.5 to reset it to nothing. And that's kind of annoying. But I think we can just copy ranges of this stuff to help ourselves maintain our sanity as we do this. Awesome. I love expression like that. Yep. We could maybe like add a little bit of wiggle here, just make it weird. Yeah, just a little like a wiggle. Awesome. Oh, that's cool. I want to put that somewhere else too. That's really nice. Maybe on the beginning of this note, so we're like... All right. I'm not sure about this sidechain compression. What do you guys think about this? I see you're going with some Blender discussions. Okay, I think we have some nice expression here. Let's use the delay effect in TAL Noisemaker. Sync it to music. Half. Too much feedback. Aldeezy says, I think it's ducking a bit too hard. Yeah, I think you're right. It's really aggressive on this. I'm just going to move up the threshold. So it's still there, but it's much less pronounced. I'm also going to add an EQ. Let me snap to bars. It's going to be, wow. Oh, I need to enable snapping. Okay. Let's control select this LFO, sorry, automation track, and now we can copy and paste it with the automation. Otherwise, it's not going to do that. And now we could go, well, one octave up, which would be a very simple way to add some feeling of progress in this track. We could also vary the part a little bit and add more notes. Da, da, da. Oh, but we're snapping the bars. That's no good. Because we have this portamento thing. Ah. Why? The stupid note disappears when it touches the start of the bar, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah. This is not aligned properly. What the hell? What the hell? Bloke, are you saying that? It's not right, mate. This is not right. You got to fix this shit. I wonder why is this region... Okay, is that gonna be better? No, it still disappears. What the hell? Yeah. The MIDI bugs are not yet fixed in Ardour 6. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I need to disable this vibrato because it makes that notes completely unreadable. 0.5, not 0.5. That's not gonna work. Bruno DSL says, getting that strange Keegan vibe from the music. I've heard quite a few of these in my life, I think, but not in the Keegans. I think this instrument needs some compression, and I think it's gonna be multiband compression. LSP multiband compressor stereo. Let's tag it as favorite. It's my favorite. I'm gonna put it before the sidechain because that wouldn't make sense to put it after. Let's use 3 bands. Maybe something like that. Now let's up the ratios to like 3. Oh, we could make maybe it's a bit like we could up the input gain and reduce the output gain. We could reduce the attack times and the release times to make it more snappy. Da, 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 da. I'm not sure if I remember the note I want to put here. Oh, I know what I did. This is what I did wrong. This should go to 0. This should go to 0. I think I'm gonna remove this thing and just leave it like that. I think it sounded better that way. Ah, what the hell? Okay, it's okay, it's fine, it's cool, but it's a little bit... I need to saturate this. I need to saturate this, and you know what? I know what I would like to use, but I don't have it, and I'm pretty sure I don't have it. It's called Temper. Oh, I do have it! Awesome. Nice. I thought I didn't install it yet. So Temper is a open source distortion plugin. It's pretty fun, it's pretty unique, and it looks really good. And it also sounds cool. Kaya Morgulis asks, is there a way to put the MIDI in a separate window instead of in line with the tracks? Well, no, that's like a design decision to have the MIDI editing only inside of the track. There is no separate piano roll editor, and the DRO devs said they are not gonna do that. So yeah, That's how Ardour rolls, I guess. I think I like this pretty much, but I'm not sure. You know what? The time is getting close for us to go to the submission time. So I think we're pretty much gonna finish up this track soon. Call it a day. Play it one more time. I wonder... Yep, and then we're gonna move on to the submissions. So that's a track we made with TAL Noisemaker. Just it. All the stuff is synthesized with TAL Noisemaker. As you can hear, it's not like they're not very complex patches, very complex sounds. But what the synthesizer does, it does very well, and it's really clean when it needs to. Like the oscillators, they like have almost no aliasing at all. Like they're the cleanest stuff I've heard. The envelopes are so incredibly snappy, and when it needs to be a bit harsh, the FM, the filter overdrive, they are there and they do the job. It's a really nice synth. It's a unique one, but I think it's very useful at times. Okay, let's play this track once again, and then we'll move on to the music submissions. 3, 2, 1. One thing I noticed when I play this on the monitors immediately is that the kick has a really weird resonance that I didn't hear on the headphones yet. And let me just check it out, and let's, you know what, let's correct it, because that's really nasty. And I didn't hear it on the headphones at all. I saw it on the spectrum analyzer. I didn't hear it on these headphones. Yeah, that sounds so bad. Oh my goodness, that sounds so bad. Oh, it's so... How did I not hear it on the... Yeah, that's not at all what I would want to... It's like, yeah. This is so weird. Why on these headphones I hear it completely different? Yeah, on headphones it sounds very snappy and precise, but on the speakers it sounds complete garbage. So the kick is totally to be remade. I didn't hear such problems with the snare though. I think we salvaged it with the aggressive EQ cuts. But this kick sounds like total garbage. It's garbage. Okay, no. The whole track, I like it. I like the vibe. I like the lead line. Very simple synth patches, but effective as well. Alrighty, let's save it. Let's close it. Yes, man, quit Ardour. And now it's time for me to load up music submissions. Mak3r says, mixing with headphones is tedious and hard. Yes, I mean, I think, and not necessarily tedious and hard. It is hard. You definitely need monitors to get good results, because monitors and headphones give you extremely different images. And you see, I didn't hear the problems in the kick drum on the headphones at all. Maybe because these are not the best headphones in the world. Hopefully soon I'm gonna have some better ones. But yeah, it's very important to be able to listen on good speakers. But headphones are very useful as well. I think the best results are achieved when you have both. By the way, now I'm gonna test your subwoofers. Sorry for that. Couldn't resist. So that is LSP oscillator at 20 hertz. I'm not gonna do that again. Let's remove it from the session so you can be sure. Sorry. Couldn't resist to do that. Okay, sorry. I want to have the spectrum displayed. This played. Yep. Make it stay on top. 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 Woo! Let's make a banger from this. Alrighty. Let me bring up my sheet. You can hear it. You can hear it. So it's kind of difficult because I have so many windows to manage. All right, let's play the first track. The artist's name is Keshav, I think. And the track title is Tu Azad Hai. I have no idea how to pronounce that. It was made with Ardour, Yoshimi, and Jack as a sound server. He says he's a fan of mine and he's using Ubuntu Studio as his production distribution. He tried AV Linux and it was awesome, but eventually switched to Ubuntu Studio because of the system changes. I really like the melodies and the harmonies in this and chord progression in this song. I think the guitar is a little bit auto-tuned in this part. And the vocals are a little bit unprecise in pitch at times. I think I'm hearing some background vocals 1 octave higher. That's really nice. So cool when you can see all the harmonics of human voice. Nice! I really love that. I'd like to hear more stuff like this, like songs with guitars. So that was Tu Azad Hai by Keshav, made with Ardour and Yoshimi. And now I believe is a track by Calx titled 2. And this track actually was meant to play last month, but I somehow lost it. So I'm playing it now, and I really like this chilly, deep house, minimal techno vibe. I really like the drum sound and the pads. So cool. Is it a little bit too quiet? DJ asks, doesn't that kick clip? I think it's just highly limited. It's not... It doesn't sound like it's clipping. But the track doesn't have too much dynamics. After I've normalized it, it could have like 6 decibels more headroom. No worries. Kaya Morgulis says, this is programming music, just waiting for that glitched lead. So bouncy, groovy. I hope these samples ain't copyrighted. Let's see what he wrote. So, Calx says this was made in LMMS. Nothing more. Really groovy. I wonder if these drum sounds are synthesized or if they are just samples. They sound very familiar, so I'm expecting they are sampled. Alrighty, so that was 2 by Calx, and now a track by Dan Video titled No Title, and it was made with Ardour. He says it's an almost finished track. Some interesting vibes here. Gruntling says, Unfa, are you able to put every idea you have into Ardour? I think pretty much. Well, that took years. I like this breakdown here. I'm not sure if this is that track, but I think there's gonna be really wild things happening. That was a bit anticlimactic. Like, I expected something dropping after this build-up. And this kind of started from scratch, so that's a little bit disappointing, but... I like the vibes nonetheless. That was fun. Well, now it's a bit weirdly coming back and forth, like switching on and turning off. Alrighty, that was No Title by Dan Video. I'm cutting it short because 3 minutes limit. And the next track is titled Electronic Dreams by Gmo999S. written, it's made in LMMS. And he said it's his first ever listenable track, so he asks me to not judge too hard. Okay. Can't be that bad if I'm playing it. I would not play it if it would be too bad. I like the groove so far, like the vibe. That riser very weirdly falls back down. I think it should be cut off sharply. But I like these vocal lead things. That's very cool. And this breakdown sounds really nice. I like what's happening there. The little plugs. This is cool. That's so weird, because it builds up, and the build-up is really cool, but then it completely like, it loses all momentum. There's like no satisfactory resolution of this break, of this build-up. Sorry. Oh, I like this part. This sounds really cool. Are these some sound fonts? Yeah, it was weird. There was no drop. There was a build-up that was sounding like there's gonna be a sick drop, but there was none. It was just... It was funny. Make more Gmu999S. That was cool. You've got a long way to go still, but that was cool. And the next track is by Kilgore, and it's called Groove, but written, spelled by 2 U's, not 2 O's. It was made with Ardour, and he didn't give me any other information. Like space. Also, this track has dynamics, which is nice. Not all the tracks have dynamics. Spilled Coke on my desk. I didn't. Green screen magic. Transparent glass. I like this a lot. It sounds like he made it with analog synthesizers. Some really old samples, and I like it. It's feels cozy. I'd like to know more about how this track came about. It is a little bit repetitive though. Like, oh yeah, this is some change. Now it switched out. It's a bass solo, I guess. The kick is very farty and very distorted. It kind of sounds like there is no kick at all. It's just the transient of the bass. I think there is. Oh yeah, we can hear it. It's so distorted it kind of blends with the bass. These hi-hats sound interesting. Weird. Oh, it's breaking down? Or just me? I like the chords. Really chill. Alrighty, that was Groove by Kilgore. And the next track is titled Let's Go to Class! Exclamation mark. by Spicy Chicken Studios. He says it's made with LMMS. He also says, hopefully it's got the jazzy vibes I was looking for. Made in 11/8 time, which is why the beat sounds weird. Ah, odd time signatures. Cool. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's so cool. Another chill track. Yeah. Combustible Lemonade says, I like it. I think it's kind of in your style, as we're gonna hear later. Writing a piece in 11/8 is quite not as trivial as one might think. Mijay says, I miss some silly drum breaks and it's some square pusher. Yeah, I guess if you added like really crazy broken beats to this, it would be kinda like square pusher. So you also need to like add 3 more layers of complexity to the bass line because he's a bassist. I half expected aim and break. I like this distorted organ. It sounds really cool. That's interesting. Oh, I like this part. That's so chill. I like it. The bassline chords. Yeah, there's some more stuff happening, possibly, but I can only play you 3 minutes of every track. So that was Let's Go to Class by Spicy Chicken Studios. And now, Outer Mind. Woo! That's intense. He says the track is titled Messing with Subwoofers, spelled with Z. Made in LMMS, and the comment, kick that bass. Kick that BTRFS CK in bass. I really like this kick because it's both hard and very fat. Because often the distortion in hardstyle is so hard that it sucks out of the bass. But there is bass in here. That's so cool! I love this riff. Woo! Oh, I like this high pass. You can see it was high pass. And now a little breakdown. Oh, so cool. And now some classic-y plugs. How did you synthesize these plugs? Is this in sub effects? Or what? Oh, that sounds so classy. It reminds me of the, 2000s trance tunes, like this chord progression, the super saws. Outer Mind says it's made with Synth 1. Oh. Isn't gonna drop again? I like a lot of these little sounds, like this distorted thingy here in the start. There it comes! Oh, there's an melody in the bass. One thing I'm a bit unsure about is that the kick has such a long pitch envelope that the melody was quite unreadable to me, but that's a minor issue. Okay, that was After Mind, and now a track by RS. It's titled O Scene, one word, made with LMMS. Is this polytonal? Is the lower instrument in a different key than the higher one? I'm not sure. Kind of messes with my mind. I like this a lot. I think we're gonna go a little bit over time because there's still quite a bit of music to play. Hope you'll forgive me for that. I was a little late, like 2 minutes. So strange. Also this wobbly bass, very weird, but also very cool. And I can't tell if it all clashes very hard or sits together very well. That's so cool. I like this lead. It sounds like it's broken. It's really weird and dark in here. I like it. Very weak. Silent Robot says, descend into madness in a good way. Whoa, that's a switch up. So cool. Whoa, I love it. This is so cool. I'm a bit like, I wish it didn't take so long for this part to start because I like it so much. And now it's over. More. That's so cool. All that bass. Oh man, that was O Scene by RS. And now, a completely different track titled Hope Dub by Sahativa. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. And he says, or she, this was made with Ardour 5.12, and there's lots of comments, so I'm gonna read them all. It was made with Ardour and some LV2, of course, EQ 10Q on every track, Calf for mastering, Noisemaker for the bass. Aha! Zen Fusion for the organ, OBXD for the skanking sound. So I guess this is the OBXD patch. Homemade patches, nice. And the font you showed us 3 videos ago for the bass. for the brass. Ah, sound font. Okay, nice. I'm using Ardour only now for 2 months. Started on LMMS before for 1 year again. Thanks to unfa, I don't bother about dub things. I'll continue to share their dubs. If you don't bother about dub things, I'll continue to share other dubs. I'll make it... This time I tried to load the hats. As you said, it was too loud in my precedent submission. Thanks for your listening and comments. Stay safe. Thank you for your rich comments. And thank you for the submission. I really like it. I like the uniqueness. We don't hear dub often on this show. I think the sub bass is too loud though. That's the one gripe I have. It's like 8 decibels above the other things. If we played it on speakers, let's see how it goes. Oh, lovely. Ah! Awesome, that snare delay. Really cool. I love that. Yeah, I think the bass is way too loud. But overall, the mix sounds pretty decent, and I like the instruments. I really like the synth patches, and the overall composition is very cool. Dang, this should be the track we sail off to the sunset for. That would be the perfect ender for the show. But I have something different for that. Who made this one? Mijay says, me. Oh, this is your track. Wow, cool. Nice to know. Mijay is Sahativa, I guess, then. And this is a track by Combustible Lemonade titled The Beats, made in LMMS. I've heard it before. I really like the changes in chord structures and... What? Oh, that's a switch up. Really detuned, I don't know. And back to the theme, nice. Like that. And we're going. It's mutating. I love that. There's blast beats. Dude. It's so awesome. It's so hilarious. What? And now it goes to funk. What the hell? I love that. Awesome chords, man. What? Oh, you just hinted the first motif and now... That's intense. Oh my goodness, this is... wow. Oh, dude. That was The Beats by Combustible Lemonade. And now, a track by ST called Lucid Pearls. Made with Ardour. The sounds are so distorted and breakcore like, but the melody is so happy. This is an interesting contrast. We're a little bit over time now, but there's just a few more minutes of music I'd like to play. That's cool. I like this high bass. Mak3r says, I'm not the only one listening to some basic Aphex Twin. I think he's influencing a lot of us. Outermind says, slap like now. Whoa! That's a switch up. Holy shit. Didn't see that coming. Mak3r asks, who made this? The track is called Lucid Pearls, and the artist is named ST. I don't know if you can find it on SoundCloud or somewhere. No idea. Oh, dude, that was intense. And there was a real interesting switch up. Now, Mak3r Treningowski. Some cool, funky stuff there. Are you playing on the sax here? It's cool. I like the vocal. It's a shame it's a bit too quiet. And the track is titled I Want Your, and I guess Socks. Well, that's all the tracks I have for today. We are 6 minutes over time. Sorry for that. Thank you all for coming. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I did. There is 52 people watching. Wow, thanks. It was great. Thank you all for submissions, for coming here to listen to this music with me, to listen and watch me make music. I hope I maybe interested you in checking out TAL Noisemaker. I'm gonna make a video about it. It's already recorded. I just need to edit it out. It should be up next week, I hope. Yeah. Big thanks to you all, and also a huge thanks for all the people who are supporting my work financially. There's some new patrons this week. 2 patrons joined our ranks, so big thanks for that. I really appreciate it, and even more so in these difficult times when I know many of us are struggling with our jobs and making the
making the ends meet. So I really appreciate that. And yeah, if you like to join them and help me keep this show going, keep making these monthly live streams, please go to patreon.com/unfa or liberapay.com/unfa. Now go grab TAL Noisemaker and make some music with it. And I will say goodbye.